we're just going to get right into it until people start coming in. So move this stuff up here. Todd, Johnny, and Matthew, thanks for stopping in. So I was trying to set up 2 vertical live streams. One of them showing like from up top, looking at me and the lathe, and the other one looking at the work. And it like one just took over the other one. Like YouTube wouldn't let me do that. So if I want to do that, I think I have to do a vertical and a horizontal. Or yeah, I could probably do a horizontal, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. RG is in. How's everybody doing tonight? So we're doing something a little bit different tonight. It's kind of a toy, kind of not a toy, a hobby, I don't know. But if you've ever seen this diamond painting, it's kind of a craze for last couple years. And it's not really something that I want to do, except that I'd like to make the tools. So this is too tedious for me. And you can see all these little crystals or chips or whatever. I forget what they call them in the business, but we're not making this. What we're going to make is the pen that actually makes that. So these have a little, they're kind of hollow. You can get different tools for them, and they just come out. So the part we're going to make is just this part right here. This one was purchased from Amazon. And with this kit, this is resin, very nice actually. This is a very nice shape. It's nice resin. I really like it. You get these little wax wafers, and you dig this into the wax, and you get a little bit of wax on the tip, and then you can push it down on these diamonds, and then you place them on the sticky part. It's like painting by colors. So that's what it's for. And what I've seen is people are making this part and selling this part, and then you're responsible to get your own tools. Or like this set on Amazon, I think was like $12, and you get all of these different tools. There's like an angled one. You get additional these little, there's a O-ring in there that helps hold it in. So you get more O-rings, you get these tips that have all different, you can put down a whole line of these diamonds. I don't know. It seems a little like, I don't know if I would ever do it. It's like I said, it's too tedious for me. But I'm going to make one of these. I might make a couple of them tonight. I don't know. I got the idea, and you can check out his channel, Leopard Leatherworks. Gary? Was it Gary? No, it wasn't Gary. I forget his name, but he does, he makes these pens and sells them. And he also does quite a few other things, but that's the first time I had ever heard of it. So that's what we're going to do. Who else is in? Lawrence is in. Hi, Lawrence. Mark is in, but Mark got deleted. So Mark, be careful what you're talking about, and we won't put you in timeout. Otherwise, we'll go in timeout. All right. So I've got a piece of yew wood, and we're gonna make one of those pens. And I think I've got the drill. So I measured this part, and I love this. This is calipers are from Wen, and they have the fractions. I've never had one that shows fractions. So when I go in on there, I'm at, with a little bit of that O-ring in there, 13/64, and I actually have a 13/64 drill bit. So that's what we're making it. All right, so let's jump right into it. Make sure everything's set. Speed's right. Tight in here. I'm going to be making a I'm going to make a introduction to wood turning PDF for the website, and it's going to be something that I'm going to sell on the website, but I'm also going to do a safety checklist to go with it. I think that'll be helpful. That'll be a free thing to download, so be watching for that. All right, let's make this round. All right, so technically we could stop there and drill the hole and all that. Well, let's face that off first. But we're gonna make it fancy. But I am gonna drill the hole so that I make sure it's centered with that hole, because once I drill it, it's going to be off a little bit anyway. Hey Jay, thanks for stopping in. There's my other drill bit. I was looking for that. So this is the 13/64. And at first I did it, what's the next one up? Be 14/64, 7/32. And it was just a little bit too big. And I thought, well, maybe it's metric, but it ends up like 5.28 millimeters. So I'm not sure. Hopefully this is a good size. If it's too loose, we could probably coat it with some CA glue to bring it in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. If it's too tight, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That could be Matthew, and that's one that I'm not sure about. So The other side to this is, how deep do you have to go? Well, this set that I have here has a shoulder, so I'm not worried about the depth. Let's see if this fits in there. It's a little tight. So let's see if we can open it up a little bit. I don't know how to do that. There we go. All right, so that's fitting in. So just work it around a little bit. I will have to look into the letter because it's just a few thousandths bigger than that. We'll have to look into that. That's a good idea, Matthew. All right, but that'll work. So now I can take this back out. Drills, yes, Lawrence. Drills. I knew it was something that doesn't make sense, but I couldn't remember what it was. All right, so now I can center up on that hole, and I'm going to loosen this up a little bit to relieve the tension, then tighten it, and we should be good. The other side of this is, how am I going to hold this end to finish? How am I going to hold this end to finish that end? I'm thinking about that. We will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is make something that'll go inside that hole and then push that end on with this live center. Probably work. Paper towel to oversize. Paper towel to oversize the hole. Not sure what you mean. I'm interested though. Tell me more about that, Matthew. trying to put my fingers on it. Oh, that feels good. So I like this little bump, and then maybe I'll take a little bit out of there. I like that. Piece of paper at the end of the reamer, and then use the reamer or drill bit. So, oh, okay, yeah, I can try that. I think we're good because I have enough movement of my end stock that I can put it. I put a little bit off, and it kind of scraped the side of the hole. But yeah, I don't want to do that permanently. Yeah, Leopard Leatherworks. He makes these. He does a lot more with resin. So I, rather than steal his customers, which he does a fantastic job. I don't think I'd be able to do that, but I thought I would hit the wood market. I'm going to go up to 600 grit, and then I think this is done till we do the finish. Alright. Make a collar to hold the finish side. Right, but I don't want anything that goes on the outside. Brass ferrule, that'd be nice, yeah. And I'm sure, so I just got my pen station. I should have brought it down to the shop. The pen station, they do all the pen kits and stuff like that. And there was a Diamon painting pen right on the front kit. So I'm sure they have all the hardware, but usually it's like a major metal insert, and you have this little section of wood in the middle, where I want it more like the whole thing. So alright, so now I'm going to make a piece that will fit in the chuck that will hold that end. I'm having trouble getting the right angles tonight. So it'll hold that in there. So let's work on that now. Get one of my cutoffs. Ooh. Well, that's fine. That's close. All right. Now, gotta find the center. That's pretty close. That's close enough. So unlike a top, this doesn't have to be exactly, I'm going to put a little dimple in it. Doesn't have to be exactly cylindrical. It's not like it's a moving part, it's a static part. Probably what would help me is to drill this end first, then put it in the chop, drill that end, and then I can put them both between centers or something. I don't know. We'll get there. This is the first one, so always a learning curve. All right, see what happens. It's either going to drill or fly off, or sit still. Yeah, I wondered about that. All right, I'm going to go drill this on the drill press because this isn't going to work. So bear with me. Oh, and we're making a double-ended. That's why we have to. One thing to avoid all this is to make a single-sided one, which maybe we should have done, but. So how is that going to stay to turn it? Interesting. All right. That should work. Now that's probably made our whole spinning on that thing. Oh, that's actually perfect. So maybe that's what we do. We just burnish it. Make it small and burnish it. All right. Now, this is going to come back out. This one's going to go, actually, I'm going to use the other one. So it's less chance of splitting it. No, I can't. So this one, my live center is shot. Like it turned so bad. It was actually slowing down the lathe the other day. So I need to get a new one of those. All right, now I'm going to put enough tension that it allows it to Hopefully keeps it from spinning. We'll see. Alright, it's going to be a little long. I should have thought about that before I drilled it. Made it a little bit shorter, but it's alright. It's pretty good. Maybe different diameters if you like a heavier pen or a lighter pen. Take one a little bit further down. Alex is back. Okay. RG's leaving. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Team Quack Attack is in. All right. What's that all about? Team Quack Attack. Sounds like there's a story behind that. All right, I want to put some color on this. It is a nice wood. It's yew, Y-E-W, not Y-O-U. I want to put some color on it. I have plenty of yew, so don't worry about the grain. Stings. Cherry burl piece I was turning yesterday, it flew off and hit me in the chest. Alex, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm going to see right now. Go to channel. 4 subscribers, Alex, and no videos. What's up? What's up? Put some videos. All right, so let's do someday. Today is the day. There's no better time. YouTube is making it so easy. I'm going to try this. I've got a prototype red here. I'm going to try that. I'm going to do some reds. Reds and pinks and prototype red. No. Well, one of them's about to be me. You're going to get 5, but you better put a video up. Get these shook. So if you get the metallic ones, I don't have any metallic ones on my website on baileyworkshop.com, but if you get the metallic ones, you have to really shake them up. They tend to settle. All right. Let's see what we can, how bad we can mess this up. I think I'm going to do, let's do pink. I'm going to do pink. This one pink. This one metallic. I don't know what I'm going to do in the middle. Oh, not that fast. These are Salisbury Crafts, stains, paints, and paints, stains. That's hard to say. Stains, paints, and resin pigments. We're going to use the pink in the refillable marker, non-toxic watercolors. Let's make sure it comes out. Good. Whoa. It's really drawing it out. I wonder if it's the vibration or just I got it started. It really started pulling it out. That's very deep pink. But we will see what it looks like when it dries. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit of that off. Even it out. We might put it back on, but for now, see what that looks like. Oh, what in there? Oh, the grain pulled it in. That's nice. It's like going into the grain in certain areas. I like that. All right. Let's try this metallic one. Pat's in from the small wood lot. Hello, Pat. Bejeweling, bedazzled, bejeweling pen, something like that. So the other thing with these metallic pens is they don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say they don't spread on real good, but maybe that's just the lighter colors. This is looking pretty good. You know what? This isn't a metallic. This is oh, what's the word? Opaque, maybe? I can still see through it. I don't know what this is. It's just red, but it's not the same red as this red. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'll have to ask Jay what's going on there. I don't know what this red is all about. I thought it was metallic. Even that out a little bit. That's the thing with markers. Sometimes you get some stripes in it. Maybe the airbrush would do better. Alright, I think we need some purple in the middle. So if you guys have made pens, like regular ink pens, this is like 10 times easier. And if you're going to a market or something, like, you could make these like crazy. They would be so easy. Alright, I probably shouldn't have done the middle dark. I should have done the middle bright. We can do another one. Alright, we're going to let that dry while I get my glue. We're going to put a CA glue coating on it to seal all that in. I'm going to try to get the last of this one. This is the medium Satellite City. So that is purple. Looks a little black on there, but that red with the CA glue. Without the CA glue, in my opinion, the red looks really flat, but man, you add that CA glue to it and it's just so rich. And you can still see the grain, so we still know it's made out of wood. This is going to be warm. It's not going to be like a metal or a cold plastic maybe. Alright, let's get, it's thin enough now. Keep getting dust on it. Give it a little spray. Put our second coat on. And this is pretty much the same thing I do with pens. Although I have gotten a little bit, I'm kind of on the fence about putting CA glue on pens. I made a couple without it, with just like wax finish, and I don't know, I'm on the fence. I don't know. They dull up pretty quick. Alright, we're gonna polish it. With our abrasive paste. Thank you, Matthew. Always put the cap back on your abrasive paste. If you ever get stroop waffles in a tin, make a great abrasive paste container. Gotta speed this up. Wow, that red is, that looks amazing. I kind of like the two-tone with the collar. If that was gold, like that would be pretty cool too. Or silver, probably gold with red. I'm going to go back to the abrasive paste, do one more hit on that. Find a clean spot. And that's it. This one's done. Watch out for all that off-gassing. Usually it's not good. Exothermic. Did I just see a chemical reaction? See a glue on the rag. Yes. Yes, you did. So, it's not unsafe. But you don't want to be holding that when it's smoking like that. But it's not harmful. It's not harmful. It'll make your eyes water, kind of like an onion does. But yeah, it's not like it's gonna hurt you. So I've been told. All right. that is our Diamon painting pen. And I might take some sandpaper, well, it's just peeling off, some extra CA glue. Maybe sand it a little bit on the ends, but I think we could put that end in there and go to work. Just like that. And that's pretty cool. It feels, I think for my hand, I'd maybe make this flat instead of having that bump. Like that bump is riding right on that. Now if I move down a little bit, depends on how, like you could even hold it back here if you wanted to do further away. I don't know. Probably personal preference. I'd have to make a few and have people use them and tell me what they thought. But this is double-ended, so we could take it off of there. That one's a little bit tight, so we'll have to open that up. Actually, yep, there you go. So it's a 13/64, and then burnish it on your jam chuck and fits perfect. That is a nice looking pen. This one's going on the website. Definitely. I like that. I love those bold colors. All right, let's make another one. Let's make another one. So the next one, I am going to drill one side first. So bear with me. And I lied, I drilled both sides because they both need to, it doesn't matter, it'll line itself up when we turn it. So I just went ahead and did both sides. They don't have to be perfectly, what's the general, or the GA dimensioning standard cylindrical. They don't have to be perfectly cylindrical. Who's in? Radi Al-Shamari is in from Saudi Arabia. Cool. Thanks for stopping in. Geometric tolerancing. Yep, that's what it is. Wonderful in the sense of the word, you're an artist. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't do CA glue every day, Matthew, so and only as a hobby. I'm not doing it for like 8 hours a day. That would be tough. So one thing I like to do if I want to get something really straight is I will line up the edge of the tool rest with that back edge of the lathe bed. Just eyeball it, and if it's straight, now I can go with my tool and kind of set my finger and not it's almost like a machine. It's not exactly perfect, like your hands are going to give a little bit, but that is pretty straight now. If I had a straight edge, I don't. It's the other part of a woodworker's wood shop is like, do I have anything straight? It's all over on my other workbench. But anyway, but that's kind of the best way to get a nice straight even line. I gotta clean off the, hold on. Hold please. There. Alright, does anybody have a favorite color combination for this one? Something tasteful? Oh, JP is in. Hey, JP. We are making diamond painting pens. Kind of a craze. It really, I saw a lot of it around Christmas time. I think it must be one of those gifting things. But gaining in popularity. blue, pale blue, and yellow. All right. I assume watercolors, Matthew? Carrie Kirk, natural oiled. Yes, we could do that. We could do that. Let's do some watercolors, and then the next one will make natural. Light blue, blue, and yellow. Oh, solid. We have solid yellow. We have yellow gold. Those two are prototypes. And we have normal yellow. Maybe we'll do some combination of those. Some combination. That might be interesting. All right, I got an idea. These are Salisbury Crafts watercolors, non-toxic, water-based. Straight from Australia, handmade colors. We have some on our website at baileyworkshop.com, www.baileyworkshop.com. And we would love for you to check out that website. That would be awesome. We don't stock all of the colors, but stock the normal ones. New workstation for leatherworking. Nice. Nice. I've never done anything with leather. Nothing. I don't even wear it much. Alright. Jay said I really have to shake these up. So we're going to try to do that. Alright. That's Alright, I think I'm going to do the metallic one in the middle. Then we're going to go to dark blue. Then we'll do light blue, regular yellow, and solid yellow. I think that'll look pretty cool. All right. And I am going to, since these are small, I'm going to write these on. Because the metallic, I want to make sure it gets on pretty thick. So these are not just for wood, they are for any media. I don't know if they'll write on plastic and like glass and stuff, but like paper, cardboard, whatever you're crafting, maybe porous things. They are watercolors. And these are the spring tips. You spring them to get more of the ink out. We'll get that ink out of that line, no worries. So I was thinking about on the website having a section for you customize a top or a pen or whatever. What do you guys think about that? Like, do you think people would do that? I'm not sure. All right, and then I said dark blue. I think dark blue would be the best. One thing I like about burning the lines in is the ink doesn't bleed on to the next section. It stays in bounds, except I got a little bit over here with the marker. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, we're going to go with light blue then. We got some wormholes. Not the spacey fun kind. So one thing you're going to find is if you're writing on paper, it's going to be light blue. If you're writing on wood, you don't know really what color it's going to end up. So bear that in mind. There's all kinds of stuff in the wood that's changing the way that pigment's going to look. Alright, and then what we were going to do, regular yellow, I think. Oh, a worm. Ugh. I'm always so worried about that, like bugs or whatever. Yeah. That is not something I look forward to finding. This is my favorite color from the Salisbury Crafts. Is that yellow. Alright, now this is supposed to be a solid yellow, so we're going to see what the difference is. Now, all these, if you do get these markers, they all have reversible spring tips. So some of them have that chisel tip, and others just have the round tip. So keep that in mind. You can take it out and reverse it. Don't complain. Oh, we're getting a little bleed over. So the blue jumped. Let's put some more gold on there. I don't know how that blue might have jumped when I was wiping it. All right. All right, now, same as with the last one. These colors they're very vibrant, but they are flat because it's just watercolors on wood. I don't see a ton of difference between that one. I'll have to report back to Jay on that. But that light blue really came out light instead of, it looked greenish when it was wet. The gold, there's a little bit of glitter in there. Yeah, so now when we put the CA glue on, it's really gonna bring out those colors. So I'm just putting it on thin, and I'm watching each time. I don't want to mix the colors. So I just push it up and take it off, and then check the rag to see if it bled at all. And they looked really good, so they must have been dry. I'm at the bottom of that bottle. They're not bleeding. You can really see those colors come out. And the shiny, it's just amazing. This is just accelerator spray from Satellite City, so that CA glue will cure right away. Now we can put on another coat. CA glue dries pretty quick anyway, but I mean it would take a while for it to be completely dry, and I can't really test it. I'll put a fingerprint in it, so that one is done. Just Stick a fork in it. All right. Now, use the wire. I don't know if I want to use the wire, Matthew. Now, I don't put my face down and just smell that. Like, it's just going up. It's dissipating. It doesn't gather anywhere that I know of. So, but I don't know if I want to use the wire because it's nice and smooth. If I use the wire, I'm afraid it'll put a line on it. But the abrasive paste will clean that up. Is there a kit for the paint pen? Okay, so who's that? Coyote Rose Creations. Okay, I'm gonna this is a hack. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I bought this diamond painting pen from Amazon and it came with all of these fittings. Put some of these away. So it's a double-sided pen, comes with all these fittings. Oh, yep, it's on the ground. Will I ever find it again? Maybe not. But it comes with all of these fittings. It has O-rings, O-rings, and these little wax things. So got that off Amazon. I think it was like $12. And then you could turn your own pen, but it's really cheap. If you buy a kit for this, like off Penn Station or something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't $12. I'm thinking it was probably about $30. Where did that thing go? Oh, there it is. So, and then all I do is drill the 13/64 hole in both ends. We'll burnish it a little bit so that to make sure that they fit. And hopefully we didn't super glue this side into there. If we did, oh well. And then they just fit right in. So now it probably will work better with hardwood rather than a soft wood like pine. They'll probably loosen up pretty quick, but in a harder wood, it's going to last a while before it loosens up. If you can find some ferrules or something that are the exact right size, I suppose if you have a machine shop, you could make some. I do not. So we're going to use some abrasive paste, polish this up. So that's my hack. Buy a set from Amazon, you get all the hardware. But for me, like, I'm going to put these two pens on my website just as is. Just like that. No hardware. Hardware will be extra. Or no, I don't know. I don't know if I dare buy the hardware from Amazon and then sell it on the website. I don't think so. I think the die-hard diamond painters have all the hardware. They just want the pen, from what I understand. So look at that. That is at first, I have to say, at first I was thinking this pen is going to be a little gaudy. But now I really like it. It almost has a nautical feel to it. We're going to put a little bit of wax on this one. Gaudy. Does anybody say gaudy? You know what I'm talking about? Gaudy. 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 It's a little ostentatious. I don't know what other word to use. Dollop? What would it be? Like too fancy, overly fancy? When you see somebody wearing a bunch of gold, like a man wearing a bunch of gold and diamonds and stuff, he's gaudy. I don't know. Ooh, hickory, yeah, with the translucent paint. Wait till I take this wax off of it. I'm gonna let it gas off a little bit for a minute. Now, whenever you put wax on, you don't want to use like different parts of your rag. You want to use one part and you just keep going over it till you don't see a line anymore. And I'm not pushing hard. We're just kind of working that wax in. But it's very tempting to move to a clean spot on the rag, but we don't want to do that. I am going to clean off those lines. And go back to that spot. All right, and I don't see a line anymore, so it's all worked in. And some of these you may not want them glossy like this. You may want a kind of a matte finish. This one's a little bit rough right there, like the glue didn't get on it. Gotta fix that. It's fixed. All right, another one done. Another one to put on the website. And hopefully that comes off of that other side. Oh yeah. Then I'm going to give it a quick burnish. And our fitting should fit right in there. Yep, look at that. So 13/64. Now, I don't know if that is what I measured off these fittings. Disclaimer, I don't know if they're all the same. So check that when you, if you do buy the fittings or the Amazon set, like check that before you start drilling a bunch of templates. So when I list these on the website, I'll say, 13/64 or whatever, or fits this set, something like that. I don't know yet. But yeah, there you go. I would like, if I was doing it, I would hold it back here. So I put 2 different grooves, so you can hold it in the front groove, the second groove. Goodness, you could hold it clear back here if you wanted. All right, there we go. So just like that, an hour and a half, we've made 2, but we're taking our time. Like if I was doing this, I didn't have to talk through everything. We probably could have doubled it, and I'm still figuring things out too. So I'm sure these are awesome. I may start diamond painting just to use these. Love that sound too. And one thing about wood over resin is we would probably still be making our first one with resin. Look at that blue. Resin is slower to cut. It's a lot more sanding and polishing. And I don't know, I think it looks like it's just like plastic. So anyway, all right, let's make one more, and we're gonna make it with no colors. It's gonna be just natural. Let me go drill a blank. I will be right back. So what do you guys think? Is this, I think this is a project just about anybody could do if you have a lathe. You really don't need a chuck. You could do this with between centers. Yeah, I don't know. This is fun. Like, I could probably do this production work. Especially if I'm doing different colors. Alright, Coyote Rose Creations. Resin can be great or horrid. I've had both results and can't figure out what I did different. Yeah, exactly. Even if you've got the pressure pot, everything. I've had some turn out perfect. Some projects with no pressure pot, nothing. And then other ones where I do everything right and it just has air in it, cracks, whatever. Going to have to make another blue, green, red top. Do one more camouflage. JP's leaving. Bye, JP. Thanks for coming in. Gaudy. Is it Gaughghty? Is that how it's spelled? I thought it was with a D. My grandma told me wrong all these years. All right. Nope, somebody asked for a plain one a while back, so we're going to do a plain one. But I'll tell you what, all these ideas, I will write them down. Camouflage, camo, streaky hickory, yeah. All right, camo. Yep, we'll do a camo. Not this one, but put one up on the website. So, have you guys ever sanded, no finish, just sand, and got it to where it looked like it had a coating on it? Because you can use just sandpaper. You don't have to use any coatings, and if you go up to like 3,000, it's almost burnishes it and smooths it. It's amazing. It's pretty awesome. So I just went up to 600. It's very smooth. I'm not going to do that tonight, but I'm going to do the, we're going to go straight to, we're not going to do CA glue. We're just going to do polish. So this is a abrasive paste, but it's mostly mineral oil and beeswax, so it will be just like oiling it. You could use like, I like boiled linseed oil. I don't use a lot of different chemicals. Mostly just the wax and boiled linseed oil and shellac. I like shellac. Maybe polyurethane and all that, but mostly those. Now I know like a lot of guys, like the professionals, don't even do the abrasive paste. I learned from Robertson from Australia, and he went right from sanding to wax, like carnauba wax. So this is about 1,000 grit. I've heard different numbers depending on what you're using. It's a pretty high grit, but it's not like micro mesh. Like you don't want to do micro mesh and then do your abrasive paste. It'll put lines on it. But that is pretty much done right there. Now, I don't think I picked a piece of yew that is very figured, highly figured. We'll see. Yeah, it's not the best piece, I guess, for a plane, but it looks pretty good. I've got something going on here. Missed that in the sanding. We're gonna have to go back because that doesn't look good. Don't ever be afraid to go back. My famous words are, "It's good enough." My wife hates that. So I'm learning. I'm learning to be a perfectionist. Cutting board finish, okay. Yorkshire grits, okay. Walnut oil followed by shellac on most things. Quick and easy for me with my flat work. Let's do a basic piece followed by. Yeah, I don't do much flat work. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm not good at it or if I don't have the right tools. Or some combination of both. I know I don't have the right tools. Like, most of my tools are my dad's, and he didn't spend a lot of money on tools. And I learned that from him. So someday I will do better. That day is not today. Not yet. We're getting there. Speaking of that, check out the website. We've got a lot of tops listed. We spent a lot of time over the weekend and put some spinning tops up on the website, www.baileyworkshop.com. We will be making tops again on Friday, so definitely check us out on Friday. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Watch some videos, all of that. Alright, we're going to go back and abrasive paste. You want that to get good and, whoop, not that hard, good and hot. The hotter the better. Yeah, that looks much better. Much better. So smooth. It feels like there's a coating on it. Alright, we're going to put some carnauba. This is just car wax. I find that it works excellent. And it's a lot cheaper than anything in the wood turning department. Don't always feel like you have to buy out of the wood turning department. A lot of times the same stuff, same exact stuff is just labeled different in a different department. Crafting, anything crafting is going to be expensive. But silicone resin mat is going to be twice as much as a silicone dish drying mat. And virtually the same exact thing. Alright, that's long enough. Get a good close look here. Not that close. Alright, so this one, because we didn't do color, took about 12 minutes. And that is a beautiful pen. Now, if you turn like ink pens, this is probably cheating. Because you're not doing near the stuff with ink pens, but I'm telling you, you can probably sell these for the same amount. And especially if you do shows and stuff. I don't do shows, so I don't know 100%, but this is one of those impulse buys that's not so expensive they have to think about it. But they're like, oh, I do diamond painting and I want that. And the husband looks over and sees $250 bowls and says, all right, let's do it. I might have to try Matthew's suggestion of drilling with a paper towel. This one's a little tight. I don't know why that one's tight. But all right, guys, we're coming up on 2 hours. We made some awesome diamond painting pens. This one's so cool. This was a red, this was a pink, and then a purple in the middle. But with that wood grain, very nice. This is on yew wood, Y-E-W-U. I love that red. And then this one, it's got some wormholes in it. Again, the color, you never know what the color is going to do on wood. There's tannins in there, there's some sap in there, who knows what. So I'll probably take some sandpaper and clean off the ends a little bit, but for the most part, these are done. Thinking about, I'm going to definitely look into the drill, the letter, and then I might soak these with CA glue, some real thin CA glue, and then re-drill them so that it's a harder, so it won't wear out over time when you push that in. So I might look into that. If I find anything out, I'll definitely let you know. You can see the yellow. So the opaque yellow is somewhat yellower. You can still see the grain through it though. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to head over to the Vineyard Farmhouse. I don't know if Brian came in tonight. I'm going to watch his live stream. So if you could head over and support the Vineyard Farmhouse, that's Brian's channel, and check that out. It's combination of makers and homesteaders. A lot of very interesting stuff that gets talked about. So it's just kind of an open forum. Hope to see you there. Anybody else, if you have a turning channel or a woodworking channel or a maker channel, put your channel in the chat right now, like, or just mention, like, if your channel name's on there. Coyote, do you have a channel? I'm gonna check. Channel. 190 subscribers. All right, let's make that 191. Guys, go to Coyote Rose Creations. He's got some videos up there. Another good-looking bald man. I support the clean look. Yeah, interesting stuff. All right. I will definitely watch some of Coyote's channel. Anyone else? Johnny's Lathe Craft, yes. I'm subscribed to that. Small Woodlot, definitely subscribe to Pat. Coyote Rose, what's your first name? Took a depression break. When I am not feeling it, I go into my workshop and get healed. I love the workshop, but it's not my job, I guess. So I don't know. But all right, who else? Anybody else? Todd LaGuinness, you need to step it up, man. Get some content. JP Woodwork, yes. JP Woodwork has a great channel. I watched JP a lot when I was starting out. See if I remember anybody else that's in the chat. All right. That's about it, guys. Make sure you follow each other, subscribe to each other, and let's support the woodworking community. Thanks for stopping in, everybody that's in the chat. Even if you didn't talk, we love having you. We just appreciate everybody that comes in to help grow the channel, help grow the brand. Check out our website, Bailey Workshop. Channel is Bailey Woodworks. Website's Bailey Workshop. And we will see you Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Love to have everyone back. We're going to make some more tops, spinning tops, and who knows what else might come up. So, all right, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.